Good morning, everyone. You know what? I talked about this before, the effects of Tramadol, well, Ultram, with the generic name for it is Tramadol. This is it's a drug that they don't explain their side effects. They don't explain the side effects for these drugs. Now, these drugs will, hmm, these I don't know where to go with it, but there's known effects for this drug. Um, it's an opioid. It's in the opioid family. It can become, I guess, it can become addictive, and no one speaks on it. No one speaks on it at all, and it's detrimental to people's health. Very detrimental to your health. You know, I did something on it before, and I spoke on it, but it gives you it like anyone who's ever seen you've seen a addict like needing a fix, or it makes you look dope sick. Makes you look it makes you look dope sick. It gives you chills, it gives you fevers, it gives you diarrhea, it gives you vomiting, it gives you all the symptoms of being in heroin withdrawal. And they prescribe this medicine as a painkiller. But one thing I will say is that uh, St. Joseph Hospital, which is the only hospital in Paterson, New Jersey itself, has says it will not give out any more pain pills or any type of pain medicine because they're finding that it leads to the opioid addiction. It's been leading to the opioid addiction. I use that as my title, but there's a lot of things I want to talk about tonight. I'm just gonna I guess I'm gonna ramble on. Who knows? I'm gonna talk about a lot of things in there. You know, I see people, have you read where they're going to where President Trump has decided to sign a law making it making it making the death penalty for drug dealers. Now he hasn't said, but I guess what he's saying, I guess what's gonna happen if somebody dies from a drug overdose and they catch you with it. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but that's what he's gonna do. And it makes no sense. It actually makes no sense to me. It it, I don't know. Everything's a problem. Nothing's a problem. A drug is never a problem when it affects the black community. But since this opioid epidemic has hit white America basically harder than it has hit black America, it it's become a priority, and I don't know. I really don't know. It has become a priority, people, and they have they're building these prisons, and they're making all these laws. And although we all know that black people basically are basically will be the prison population, poor people and men of color will fill these prisons, and uh, it's crazy. It's early in the morning, and it's so much going on. So much going on. I'm just talking about Tramadol because I know someone, a male, who's taking Tramadol, and he's actually, because he took it, he's actually had to go to the hospital. He's having such aftershock from it. I'm like, boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's really crazy in there. But so that's just one thing. And there's other medications too that you could look up. And it's funny because if you Google in Ultram, brand name Ultram, generic name Tramadol, or any type of medicine like that, if you Google it and you get on page, you'll find it. But it also has a number for an addiction center that you can go to. And to me, that's kind of weird to me. If they don't tell you the side effects of this medication, but they have to know that these side effects are, it's part of the, what I'm saying is it's part of the opioid epidemic that's going on, because they have these addiction centers that you can go to try to kick the habit. It just amazes me when I did it. You can Google it yourself and you'll see they have these places that come up for these for opioid addiction treatment. These addiction treatment centers. So that being said, they trying to, I don't know. I don't know. I just find it weird. I just find it weird that that's going on. No. So, and another thing is too, we got all of this. We know the drugs are bad and stuff like that, but has anyone looked into the high rate of asthma in the city? You know, so I'm basically doing this live here, just thinking about a lot of things. Like I said, I use the ultra tramadol and the side effects, saying they have side effects, and there's so much more to our health problems, like diabetes, obesity, poor diet. I'm just rambling on and on and on and on. There's I do want to say this. If you haven't check it out. Go to Hassan Campbell Uncut, Raw and Uncut with Hassan Campbell on his that's his new channel that he'll be going live on. He'll be going on live. Subscribe to him and subscribe to him. He has a lot of important information about different things. I started off with the tramadol and all of that, but there's so much more that needs to be talked about. We need to, in our communities, we need to address the taboo subjects. We have so many in the Black community. We have so many topics that are taboo. We still have that mentality. What goes on in this house stays in this house. Nobody's supposed to know. We sweep things under the rug. We sweep health issues under the rug. We speak issues of sexual abuse, homosexuality, rape, you know, rape. Oh, we're not supposed to tell that. We're not supposed to speak ill of pastors. Pastors have these mega churches and they ask for all this money, but we're supposed to accept them as they are. When are we going to stop talking? When are we going to stop and take a good look at our community and get it back in control? Our children are out of control. Children are out of control now. They are. They're out of control. Really, really out of control. They just, there's no control in the black community. Our communities are, they're our communities are in chaos. Uh, they are. Who's going to win? I should say, instead of who, I should say when are we as a people going to step up and say enough is enough and take our communities back? We need more women to help these young ladies and show them what's right and what's not right. Sounds like I'm rambling, but it's so much I got on my mind that it's just so much. It's so much I want to say. You read these young girls; they need guidance as well as the boys. We always say our boys need their fathers, and they do need their fathers. But the girls need their fathers also. They need their moms, and they need their fathers. They need continuity, continuous, examples and stuff. We got so much wrong in our communities that we don't address. For some reason, we don't address them. We just don't address certain things. How many of you read in the paper where a baby is beaten to death because the mother went to prison and got a boyfriend, or the mother left the baby with the boyfriend, and the boyfriend got mad and beat the baby up? A bad connection. Wow. They're saying I got a very bad connection. Wonder how they know I got a bad connection. Maybe I should stop this live stream and see what's going on. Oh, okay. I'm going to stop this connection.